Barcenas, and today we're going to conduct an interview. But before that, allow me to introduce our guest for today's video, our interviewee, Miss Mildred Luminarias.
Good day, my name is Mildred Luminarias, BS Architecture from Bohol Island State University, second year college, and 19 years of age.
Okay, so at this juncture, I am going to ask you some questions. I have here only 5 questions. Are you ready?
Yeah.
So let's start. Kindly pick one. So here's your first question. How will you define history?
History is the study of change over time that encompasses all aspects of human society. History includes political, social, economic, scientific, technological, medical, cultural, intellectual, religious, and military developments.
Okay, thank you. So pick another one for the second question. So here's your second question. Are you familiar with the Philippine history? Can you state an event or happening in our country in the past that you are familiar with?
Magellan, on his voyage around the world, discovered the island in 1521, nearly a half century before the first permanent settlement, St. Augustine, Florida, was established by Spain. The United States. Much of what is known about pre-Spanish days comes from records of other countries which were in touch with the islands. From the 8th to the 15th century, the Philippine Islands were part of Great Hindu Malayan Empire ruled from Java and Sumatra. Their descendants, the Moors, have remained devout Mohammedans to this day.
Wow, so it looks like you are really familiar with Philippine history. So pick another question for the third question. So here's your third question. State a particular event in our country that has a bigger impact on it. Again, state a particular event in our country that has a bigger impact on it.
The Itsar II revolution, as it is commonly called, became the symbol of the Filipino people's journey from colonial rule to independence and democracy. The issue of identity has become even more complex given the influence of globalization and developments in information and communication technologies.
Nice. So pick another question. Second to the last question. What is the importance of knowing the history of our country? What is the importance of knowing the history of our country?
History allows us to examine and comprehend how people and communities functioned in the past. Even when a country is at peace, we may assess war by looking back at the earlier occurrence. History gives us the information we need to build laws and ideas about various aspects of society.
Okay, so at last we're in the last part, the last question. How will you promote the history of our country? Again, how will you promote the history of our country?
In my opinion, we can promote the history of our country by educating other people or the young people about the importance of reading historical books and other history books about our country in order for them to have the information that give them knowledge in the future so that the history will remain fresh to the future leaders. Also, we can read books and share it to them instead of sharing gossips to others that aren't important. Lastly, we as an individual must apply it to our daily lives so that the young leaders can apply it in their lives in the future.
Thank you so much for answering those questions. Before I end this, I would like to grab this opportunity to thank all my viewers and most especially to our guest for today's video. Thank you so much, Miss Mildred, for your time and cooperation. Once again, good day everyone. This is Rechiel Barcenas. Thank you for listening.